What's up, everyone? DJ here, and tonight on 20,000 Films Under the Sea, we will be discussing the best live action comic book costumes we've seen in film and television. So, without further ado, grab your cowl, get your utility belt, and strap yourselves in and enjoy the show. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to 20,000 Films Under the Sea. I'm your host, DJ, and tonight I'm joined by two of my favorite men right here with me. And we're starting with the Brevin, the dude, Devin Stanford. How are you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good. Did you just assume my gender?
Yeah.
Every time I'm on this show of our podcast, of our platform, I always look at our intro for this, and I love the intro to this show. Like, I really do. Just because it's so many good movies.
Films. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so many quick cuts of so many good movies. And I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Hell yeah.
I'm doing okay. We had a really good 4th of July hang session.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah.
That was
all day. Legitimately, I think I popped in with Xander at noon my time, and then you showed up. I think DJ showed up first.
Yeah, DJ showed up first.
DJ showed up first, and he was just kind of hanging, and you were shortly after that.
Yeah, I was working still too.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I was working, and I saw all you guys hanging out, and I was just like, I got some time in between my stuff, so I'll pop in. So I was chatting with you guys while I was working. I was like, I'm off work in 2 hours. We'll play some games.
Then Sam
and then
joined us.
Completely
Gio.
Unplanned turned into 10 of us in Discord watching movies and just hanging out.
I think I joined late. I joined late on for July 4th.
It was Gio that
joined.
Oh yeah, it was Gio that joined early because the original, so the whole reason this thing even started was because I went out to go play disc golf, and I came back and I was like, I have nothing to do today, and I was like, I need something to do. So I was just casually texting Xander, and I was like, do you want to I feel like I need to spread some managed democracy or something. It's the 4th. I don't know. And I was like, do you have any free time? And he was like, yeah. He's like, they're out for an hour to half an hour. And then I showed up, and then he showed up, and then literally everybody just kind of trickled into the Hellboys chat over the next 3 hours. And then for 5 hours after that, everybody dude, it might even have been longer than 5 hours. We were together.
It was
all day.
Mm-hmm.
All day.
Yeah.
I was eating glizzies, drinking beers, watching movies, playing video games. It was a good day.
Yeah, dude, we played. Yeah, we literally just picked the most America ass.
Yeah, we watched
movies.
We watched
Team America,
World Police. We watched Jaws. We watched Sandlot.
I took a nap through Jaws. Yeah, then Sandlot.
And then we watched Independence
Day.
Yeah, great movies.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah, dude. I saw you originally, Garrick, just by yourself, and then I saw Xander.
Yeah, dude. It was because I was just waiting for someone to.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, dude. I honestly don't know what I was doing yesterday. I guarantee I had no idea what was going on. I literally until I saw everyone else in, and when you took your nap, you missed so many jokes. Oh my god! I bet you would have laughed at all of them. Yeah, I was cracking jokes left and right, dude. And I was making fun of JD for being home. and Gio for
Yeah,
Beagle.
he was, dude. He was ripping on
Dude,
them.
I was like coming out of my nap as you guys. I remember like literally you guys were laughing hysterically. I have zero context for any of this, but I didn't even hear the
No,
joke.
it was like
I just like I had like one headphone in and like I'm laying on the couch, right, and like I like lean over. So I rolled over and the headphone popped out because I was like asleep for like a whole movie. You know,
Yeah.
started to hear, literally could hear you motherfuckers laughing through this. By the way,
okay. I'll give you context. So we're still watching Jaws, and JD mentions that it was based on a true story. And Devin's like, "Wait, what? Really?" I said, "Yeah, dude, he was there for that."
Okay, so was that what prompted everybody to laugh hysterically and be
No,
like, that was the greatest
it was
joke of all time?
no,
'Cause what the
no.
fuck was that?
No, no. So later on, as the conversation was going, I think we were talking about like something with like some tech, right? And I was like, yeah, dude, like what was it like, not having blah 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 in 1921 or whatever, JD? And JD was like, yeah, I remember blah blah blah. And I remember when TVs like had that fucking like shit like off the back, like you would just be in cabinets. And I was like, and then he started like saying some other shit, and I was like, yeah, dude, all that, and the bombs drop, and Ron Perlman comes on and says, war never changes," and then everyone busts out laughing at that point, dude. That was the Fallout joke, but like the build up to get there was like you just had to be there, dude. You missed out.
Fucking
You just had to be there.
Yeah, no, dude, literally took a nap through like that whole thing, that whole bad boy, man.
Yeah, dude. Well, speaking of Mr. Nap, himself, CEO of Nap Time, we're joined by Garrick Bartholomew Egan.
Almost took a nap today after work, actually. Literally, like, guys, I got home. Literally, I'm gonna own the CEO of nap things. Like, honestly, like
Yeah.
I have places that I nap specifically. Like there.
Oh,
I don't
has
nap.
favorite
No, I don't.
spots.
No. I don't nap in my bed. I don't nap in my bed. I nap on the couch downstairs in the living room. But I have like a specific pillow and a specific blanket that I use just for nap time, bro. Because the pillow is rectangular and it fits in like the little nook armrest spot. It feels like that armrest spot on the couch out perfectly. Like, so you don't have like that weird like thing going on when like you're laying on the couch. It fills, yeah. So like it fills that out, so you don't got that. And then it's like and then the blanket is like literally just like one of those like $8 like ones you would get from like the movie theater sort of thing. Like it's just like a throw blanket and like basically just covers your body and it's like super light. Perfect nap blanket, dude.
Dude, he's min-maxing nap time, dude.
I napped too.
The nap's gotta be quality, man.
I napped in my bed. Dude,
no, I don't nap in my bed.
Dude, my bed's so cozy. My bed is so cozy. I was just like, I'm gonna take a nap.
So
I napped for 2 hours.
So Garrick, since you don't nap in your bed, do you not consider if you slept in your bed, that's not considered a nap? Like, even though like it could have been a duration of a nap. Like, as a CEO of naps, can you define naps for us?
For me, that's not for me anyways. It's not the same. Nap time is on the couch. Like I have a setup for nap time, and it's different because like nap time has a planned ending. You set an alarm for nap time. Like that's the difference. Like you set an alarm for when nap time ends. Like a lot of the time, like when I end up like falling asleep in bed, like in the middle of the day, dude, it won't be like a nap. It'll just be like I just literally die for 4 hours and then come back to life, and like have to like completely recombobulate my human person for 15 minutes and like remember what year and day it was.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the real emphasis on the dying for 4 hours part. Like that's actually what a nap is, dude. You're just like like this fucking, where am I? Who are you? Who am I?
If you didn't wake up in a stupor wondering like where you are, what your name is,
what year it is,
what year it
Do
was.
you
Like,
have
you didn't really
school?
did you even really nap? Dude, I can't tell you how many times I have woken up from a nap and been like, oh fuck, I gotta go to work. And I'm like, oh shit, and that's the wrong 8 p.m. Or like that's the
Dude.
wrong 8 o'clock.
Oh
Have
my
you ever?
goodness.
Yeah, I woke up from a nap like, God, it was like a couple weeks ago. I
Mhm.
woke up at like 6:30 p.m. and like I freaked out because
Dude,
for a second I thought I
it's
was late for
amazing.
work.
It's amazing how long it takes like your brain to like translate the AM PM part.
Yeah.
You like because like you just see the numbers first, and then you like fucking snap out of bed. And you're like, oh fuck, and then you're already doing stuff by like the time
Yeah.
like you're like mid taking a piss, brushing your teeth, you're like getting dressed, and then you like look at your phone again, and you're like, ah fuck, dude, it's like
Dude,
it's dinner time actually.
no, because like I don't know if you guys just have like, do you have a clock on your bed or do you guys look at your phone?
I'm a phone
I'm
guy
fine.
on my side of the bed, but we have a clock on my wife's side of the bed, so I kind of have both.
Dude, because
I'm a
I
phone
look
guy.
at my clock and it's like an old like digital like clock, but like I look and
Bro,
like
do you have like one of the
I'm
ones with like the red analog numbers?
yeah. Yeah.
Like like when you turn the lights off, if you stare at it for too long, the lights start to strobe a little.
Dude, yes. I have those. I have
Hold on,
that
wait, hold
on
on,
my
hold on.
nightstand.
Is it rectangular shaped black with a small like wood vaneling varnish on the top?
No.
Yeah, I
It's
know
like
exactly what you're talking about,
it's
Garrett,
like
because I used to have
I
that.
know what
right?
you're talking about. I know exactly what you're
I
talking
used
about.
to have that.
But this one is like it's like a sloped on the back, you know what I'm saying? And like flat,
Oh
like
yeah, with like it's like the oval. I've seen those. Yeah, that's like
yeah.
the other acceptable shape.
Yeah. So that is on my nightstand, right? And
Dude, that's an
I
aggressive. That's
but
aggressive.
like it's on my side, so like I have to turn like my entire body to look. You know what I'm saying? It's like on my side to
Not
the
wake you up
behind.
in the middle of the night, dude.
Dude, but I turn and I look, dude, and I'm slow blinking like 6 o'clock. Oh shit. Get up, dude. Fucking dude, on
Dude,
and
has
I'm
your brain
blind.
told you have to go to school yet? Still?
Um, no, actually, it hasn't happened to me yet because I think I just accept sleeping. Like I just accept going to sleep. I don't
You're
give
like,
a
this
fuck.
is just such a gift that I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
all
down.
that.
I'm not taking this shit for granted, dude. I'm going in. But you know me, I'm blind as a fucking bat, dude. I don't have I
Hey,
can't
brother.
sleep because like
You gotta do
my
like that double squint to get like the numbers
yeah,
to come
dude.
into
Because
focus.
I'm like, is that a 1 or an 8, dude? Like I don't know. I don't fucking know. And
or you gotta like, or your nose has gotta touch
yeah,
the
like I
alarm
gotta
clock
be
so you
like,
can
what
see.
the? You know what's funny? Like I squint to try to see the clock, but then I just grab my phone and look.
100%, dude. And like, you don't even bother like knowing fully well, like it probably would have been quicker and easier to just
Yeah.
grab your glasses, like real quick. But like, but you end up doing like this shit and just blinding the
like,
fuck out of yourself for like 15 seconds.
No, cause like I'm blind as fuck. So like I like because you know I my body has developed like it has adapted to if I ever take these off, it's bedtime. No matter where I am, dude. If I ever take these fuckers off, I'm getting tired instantly. I don't know why, dude. It's like my body's like, oh, you can't see anymore. That means it's sleepy time. That's but hopefully you're not sleeping on us because this is 20,000 Films Under the Sea, your choice for all the nerdy pop media news, reviews, and discussions you want each and every week. If you like that, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit
like
questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on a podcast or video service near you. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that's cool with us. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show, just like Miss Mandy K in chat, and I am in chat, and Garrick and Devin possibly in the chat. You know, just lurking
In the chat.
in the chat. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. Tell them, DJ. Thanks, DJ. You also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us to help keep the lights on and cameras.
Just give a
It's not
beat.
funny, dude. It was a good effort, but you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, hitting subscribe, or by leaving a review on our podcast channel by searching 20,000 Films Under the Sea, and we'll be there waiting for you, and we'll touch your toes, give them a little tickle.
What? You say we're gonna touch people's toes?
Yeah, man, they're diving into the deep end, man. Touch your little toesies.
Little toesies?
Yeah, but Garrett,
Hmm.
we have some director's commentary here. Check out our latest
Sweet.
episode of Death Ratio, where we talk about Game of the Year contenders for 2024 so far. That was a good episode.
Dude, there's some
Yeah.
good games coming out. There has
Yeah,
been some
there's.
good. There's been more good games that have come out this year than I've personally played. I'll say that.
Yeah, dude. I thought it was gonna be. I thought the list would be definitely be like smaller than I originally anticipated. But there's a lot of
It's just I think
good games.
it's different. It's a different list than I was expecting.
Right. It's definitely different games this year. So, I mean, fuck those guys who said gaming is dead, dude. Gaming is more alive, just in different
No,
areas.
it's just we're just starting
Gaming's
to
not
get
close to being dead at all.
gaming's starting to get vibrant and experimental again. I love it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. The fact that we're getting more like turn-based games again in 2024.
Side-scrollers are coming back too.
Dude, and
Side
platformers. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Roguelike,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Everything, man.
Collectathons, it's all coming back, brother.
Dude, just PvE oriented game like Helldivers 2, like that's just fucking PvE co-op games.
Mwah.
Path of Exile 2 has couch co-op in 2024. Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, it's crazy.
It's wild, honestly.
Right.
It's
Dude,
very,
DJ
very
literally can't fucking.
I still
You're like
can't
half
believe
the
it, dude. It's honestly the greatest thing. I think couch co-op in 2024, like just like the amount of development time invested into that just alone for just like the
Especially making a
experience.
game as large as Path of Exile,
Right.
like because it's literally double the shit on screen, and
Right, and it just
It's gotta
splits the
run.
screen in half, and it's like, oh shit, dude, fucking, that's kind of sick. Classic, man. Also, give us your feedback on your preferred podcast platform of choice, wherever you're listening to, watching. Please give us your feedback. Let us know if you like the show. What do you like? What you dislike? Who's your favorite member? Who's your least favorite member? Which member you think stinks the most? I think I vote for Xander.
You think
Why not?
Xander stinks the most?
No, he doesn't stink. He has a musk. You know what I'm saying? He definitely has a musk.
A musk.
Yeah, just looking at him, he has a musk. You know what I mean?
I don't know why, but I feel like Xander would smell like vanilla candles for some reason.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
agree.
I feel like that's like a secondary choice.
Like I'm gonna out myself right now,
Like
and I
he
think
straight
I'm the
up, he
stinkiest.
straight up looks like he would smell super clean.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna out myself right now and say I'm probably the stinkiest, but I don't stink really.
Yeah, none of us stink, but if we were
I mean,
to stink,
I'd be
I
farting.
think
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's
think
what,
Garrick.
that's what
I
I'm
vote
getting
Garrick.
at
Actually, I
with
switch my vote. Stinks Garrick.
that. He's like, I'll be farting.
I'd be farting. Like I ain't gonna
Yeah.
deny it.
All right, so Devin, let the people know what we got going up next, brother.
Absolutely, guys. Guys, it's time to break the fourth wall.
Break the fourth wall.
Man, Deadpool and Wolverine's gonna do that a lot.
I know. You know,
Dude,
I read an article that they actually did not let Wolverine break the fourth wall at all.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
hell yeah.
Because it needs to be because it's
It's
a Deadpool
just
thing.
Deadpool
That's
thing.
like legitimately a superpower for him.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you talking about, Doc? But you know what? For that animation for the fourth wall break, I want the screen to be like brick layered and like a Kraken version, the Kool-Aid Man busts through the screen.
Fuck
Just
yeah.
like Carl the Kraken,
It's
but
like the Kool-Aid Man. Okay, instead of a pitcher, it's like a bowl and a squid is inside it, like just flopping around in the water.
like an old school, like a traditional like
You
goldfish
think we
bowl.
can get someone on Fiverr to do that? Think we can
for $100.
Work with the best channels on YouTube.
If you guys can keep it within $100 budget, I can give you the sickest fucking Kool-Aid man.
We already have someone.
Carl.
I already have a guy, but he's king it up, dude. He's on his king stuff.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll shop around. We'll shop around.
Freaking DJ Flight in chat. I don't know if you saw this. He's like, I didn't have enough time to tell him DJ. I'm sorry, DJ.
There you go.
Name's also
yeah, no, it's all
DJ.
good, DJ. I get it, man. All right, Devin, can you tell the people what our first
Yeah.
segment is?
So, The Instigators reunites Matt Damon with Bourne director Doug Liman for heist comedy. This is by Ben Travis over at Empire. The last time director Doug Liman teamed up with Matt Damon, they changed cinema together. The resulting film was 2002's The Bourne Identity. I love that movie, by the way.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god,
I need to watch
it. It's a good movie. It's good.
It's actually.
I want to watch. No, I genuinely want to watch it. Like,
yeah, it's worthy. It earned its memes genuinely, but it's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah. The Bourne Identity, a spy thriller that beat Bond at his own game and began Damon's most famous recurring role, spy Jason Bourne. So when Damon approached Liman with the script for the heist thriller comedy The Instigators, penned by co-star Casey Affleck, along with writer Chuck McLean, it wasn't to just respark their Bourne magic. It was to give the script the same fine-tooth comb treatment that Damon and director had afforded to Bourne 2 decades previously. As Liman tells Empire, Affleck and McLean's initial screenplay boasted a stellar role for Affleck in Cobby, a walking disaster who ends up way over his head in a plot to rob the mayor of Boston on election night. It's always Boston.
It's always Boston.
But Damon's role is of reluctant co-conspirator Rory wasn't singing so loudly. Quote, I was like, Rory is the least interesting character in the whole movie, the director recalls. And Matt's like, I agree. So I'm bringing it to you. We got to do what we did on the Bourne Identity. You got to get the whiteboard out and we got to figure this out, end quote. 20 years after working the first Bourne into shape, Damon and Liman took exactly the same approach to the Instigators, treating each character in turn as if they were the central figure. Quote, at the end of the day, it's Matt and I sitting in a room with a whiteboard coming up with ideas, Liman says of the process. It doesn't get any fancier than that. An actor and a director trying to tell a good story and come up with a really great character, end quote. Together, they hit upon a new angle for Rory to complement Affleck's Cobby. Rory has no business being a thief, and he's teamed up with someone who's really incompetent and can't shoot straight, explains Liman. Matt and I were like, it'd be more interesting if he didn't snap, and he's still that rule-abiding guy. He's that same guy who works a blue-collar job, like a carpenter who measures twice and cuts once. Very methodical, careful, by the rules. What if it never changes? What if he's the guy all the way through the whole movie? You've never seen that character in a heist, end quote. Whether Liman and Damon have hit on more Bourne-like magic together or not, audiences will soon find out. With the Instigators arriving mere months after the arrival of Liman's Roadhouse, there was basically a month in between the last day of shooting on Roadhouse and the first day of shooting on Instigators, says Liman. So it was sort of like one big movie to me. Call it a 1-2 punch with actual punching. The Instigators comes to select cinemas and streams on Apple TV Plus from the 9th of August. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
I forgot about Roadhouse.
Let's say, did you guys see Doug Liman's Roadhouse?
Lyman. You know what?
No,
I did watch it.
But did you see it?
I did watch it.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking corny as fuck, but I actually kind of I couldn't
it.
help but enjoy it. I
I
honestly
liked
couldn't
it.
help but
Is
enjoy
Conor
it.
McGregor? Is that the one with Conor McGregor in it?
He's
Yeah.
legitimately the fucking bad guy, dude. And that
That's fucking
fucking
hilarious.
stupid walk, he does that shit the whole movie. He commits, dude, to being like, it's amazing. It's honestly, it's just as cheesy as the original.
Yeah, it really is, and I think
It's a
as a
fucking
remake
movie
of
about an
that,
overpaid bar bouncer, dude.
yeah, yeah, and that movie was actually really fun. I thought it was fun, and it had some good fight scenes in it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the choreography was actually pretty good. I like
Mhm.
Jake Gyllenhaal in it. No, I really like the Bourne movies. I didn't care for the switch up when
Jeremy Renner.
Damon, yeah, with it when Jeremy Renner recast. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't as good. Like Damon, like it was definitely one of those ones where like obviously Damon encapsulates the character much better because he is the character sort of thing.
Well,
But
wasn't Jeremy Renner a different character? It wasn't a recast.
it was,
It was
yeah, he wasn't it's like he was a different character in the Bourne project.
yeah.
Right. So he was like another dude who received like similar treatment to Jason Bourne, but he himself wasn't Jason Bourne. He was like another dude. It was like a spin-off thing that was like it was like, like in the Hitman like series, how there's more like there's like Agent 47, but obviously there's agents numbers that precede and go after that. So but I don't know, it's interesting. I actually did Lyman even do the one with Jeremy Renner, or was that somebody else?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Because
Let me look at it up.
I actually don't know if, because there's three
Yeah,
Bourne movies.
yeah. Oh no, there's a lot more than that. Actually, now that I'm seeing it,
This whole catalog of
He
Bourne.
produced.
did they
He
do it?
only directed. He only directed Bourne Identity.
There's
He
5 Bourne movies. I thought there was
Yeah,
only 4.
Yeah,
DJ
dude,
DJ
he-
Flight says Tony Gilroy.
Yeah, I was gonna be like he did not direct. He only directed uh
There's a
the
movie
Bourne
just
Identity, but he executive produced on Bourne Supremacy, Bourne Ultimatum, and 2016's just self-titled Jason
Wait,
Bourne.
I forgot that they did a self-titled Jason Bourne with Matt Damon.
Yeah, it's because it was a much later in the franchise's history.
Yeah, because it was almost 10 years out. I haven't watched that. I need to watch that.
Who did the Jeremy Renner one?
As you guys are looking for that, are you guys excited for, or
I'll
what do you
probably
guys
check
feel?
out. I like when, like, if let's say if they can recreate the magic, I'll
Mhm.
definitely check it out. The Bourne Legacy. The Bourne Legacy was yeah, he played Aaron Cross, so he was not he was a different character. What did that? I'm curious to see if that one got on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch this movie. It sounds like it's going to be a comedy heist movie, which is going to be pretty
56.
great.
Yeah,
It's
I
got,
mean, go ahead.
I was going to say it's got one of the Afflecks, and Afflecks generally everybody in that family is known for being pretty comedic in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really interested to see who else is in the cast
It's
for this
fucking
movie.
Boston.
Yeah.
Boston.
God damn it, there better
Mark
not
Wahlberg's gonna be in
be.
it, probably.
No,
Goddamn.
fucking. Yeah, I
As a
actually
cameo.
probably.
Dude, that'd be
It's
that would
just,
like
this
that would
article
like
they revealed a lot.
instantly knock a point off that film. But it's so is this a movie? Is this
Yeah,
a movie
yeah,
or a
yeah.
series? I would just
It's a
I
movie.
I didn't catch that.
It's a movie. It's
Okay.
gonna be in select theaters and on Apple Plus, um, or Apple TV, whatever the fuck they call it. Ron Perlman's in it. He's playing the mayor.
Oh no, Ron
I
Perlman's the
fucking
one gonna
love-
get robbed.
Yeah,
I love Ron
Perlman's in it.
Perlman, man. I'm like legitimately
Okay. My interest is going up there for this movie.
just
Yeah.
peaked.
Yeah.
They're Paul Walter Hauser's in this, and he's playing a character named Butch.
That's
Dude,
great.
Ron Perlman is like low key funny as shit too. Actually,
Yeah.
I bet.
He's got good
Ving
comedic timing.
Ramirez. He's the he's like the guy in the chair that's not Simon Pegg in all the Mission Impossible movies.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's in it.
Yeah. Alfred
Um,
Molina says DJ
Ooh.
Flight says in chat. Alfred Molina.
I love Alfred Molina.
yeah.
This article is interesting
Yeah.
because I was gonna say like they got a lot of info from the director and Matt Damon, like how their process of making this, and the fact that it's like right after like him filming Roadhouse is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's a pretty revealing little article, right? Like about what they thought didn't work, or like at least like their creative
Mhm.
process behind it.
And I
I
want to
mean,
see that character.
if they're willing to put but say if they're willing to like the character they mentioned, Rory sounds interesting, and like if they're obviously willing to put in like a bunch of time to like flush it out the same way they did Born Identity. What did the Born Identity get rated? Because like I know that movie did really well
I really like that movie.
back in
I
the
really
day.
like that movie. That movie's great.
Critics gave it a 71, but I think audiences rated it higher. Nope, that's the wrong one. Just kidding.
And it's cool. Like you can obviously tell that there's a relationship between Damon and Lyman,
Mhm.
to be able to do this. And Lyman, he also did
Certified fresh. 84 from
certified.
critics, 93 from audience. So
Yeah.
if they're willing to put in that, we're looking at
Yeah.
least an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, for sure. Or at least a very fun movie. You know what I'm saying? Very fun.
Yeah,
Movie.
yeah. Didn't Lyman? He worked on. Didn't he
He
do?
spent a lot, dude. He spent a lot of action
No.
projects. He did Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah. What was the He did a property not too long ago. I want to say it was God, did he do Secret Invasion?
Did he?
A Marvel project?
Yeah, I want to say he did a no. Oh no, I take it back. It wasn't a Marvel project. He did Andor.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Is that the same guy?
I think he did Andor.
I'm on the wiki page right now. I'll literally give me like 2
we're
seconds.
fucking looking, dude.
Because I know somebody from the Bourne series worked on Andor, whether it was a writer or a director. I think it was the writer.
He
I
did
don't see any
Edge of
credits
Tomorrow.
for Andor on here. He did Edge of Tomorrow. So his biggest claim to fame is the Bourne is creating the Bourne franchise, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Jumper, Edge of Tomorrow, American Made, and then the most recent Roadhouse.
So the writer Tony Gilroy worked on Andor.
That must say that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And Gilroy wrote on Andor.
Yeah, Gilroy wrote on Andor, who
Is he
also
coming
wrote on the
back?
Bourne movies.
Is he coming back for this project too? I wonder.
I think
I didn't see him there.
Actually, let me look it up. I was just looking at this. Instigators.
Yeah, but I say we can get writer's credits. I bet you if he's in there, he's in there.
Yeah. I'm going to the IMDb right now. I'm looking it up.
Yeah,
no, he is not. He is
He's
not.
not. Okay.
He's not part of this. But I know he worked on the Bourne trilogy, the original Bourne trilogy.
Right.
And then he did Andor.
Okay.
I know he did stuff in between, but like that's why Andor had that like it kind of had that Bourne feel to it too, if you remember.
Well,
Yeah,
like
for
it literally
sure.
is like an like it fits the like Andor was an espionage show all day, every day.
DJ, did you watch Andor?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was there for the.
I couldn't remember if he did or didn't. Like, I wouldn't be surprised either way.
True. But Garrick, what do we have next in the fourth wall?
Absolutely. We've got India's hyper-violent action movie lands impressive Rotten Tomatoes scores for U.S. release. This is coming from Brennan Klein at Screen Rant. The violent Indian action movie Kill has garnered an incredible Rotten Tomato scores. The movie, which was written and directed by Nikhil Nagesh Bhatt, is an indie language outing that stars Laksha as Amrit, an army commando whose attempt to prevent his girlfriend's arranged marriage is derailed when the train he is riding is besieged by a violent gang, against whom he must fight back and help defend the rest of the passengers. Positive Kill reviews. That was actually kind of a funny sentence there because of the way it's titled. Positive Kill reviews first started pouring in after the movie's premiere in the Toronto International Film Festival in September 2023. I vaguely remember hearing about it. And then Rotten Tomatoes has calculated an official tomatometer score for Kill out of 54 different critic reviews. At the time of writing, the movie has a score of 91%, which has officially been certified fresh. While the score could fluctuate as more reviews are added throughout the first few weeks of the movie's release, this certification confirms that enough critics have reviewed the movie that its positive score is statistically significant and unlikely to change drastically. The overwhelmingly positive reception to Kill is no small feat. In fact, the movie is one of the highest rated major releases in currently domestic theaters, beating out Hollywood blockbusters, including A Quiet Place Day One at an 87%, Despicable Me 4 at 53%, Inside Out 2 at 90%, and Horizon and American Saga Chapter 1 at 47%. This could potentially lead it to perform well at the domestic box office over the 4th of July holiday weekend. I'm actually curious to see how that will be at the end of the week now. Also benefiting from the hot weather in much of the United States, driving celebrants indoors. Actually, no joke. Like, for real, though. If it becomes a word of mouth hit, Kill could follow in the footsteps of recent Indian action movies such as 2022's RRR at 95% and 2023's Pathan at 84% and Jawan at 89%, all of which found crossover success at the domestic box office, in addition to earning high Rotten Tomatoes scores. All three movies now number among the top 6 highest grossing Indian movies of all time. In addition, RRR followed its box office success with an additional Oscar win for Best Original Song. If Kill finds similar success, it could help usher in a new wave of Indian action crossover hits. The 2024 Bollywood movie pushes the envelope in terms of violence and gore for an Indian release, and its potential success could see other filmmakers follow in its footsteps with more challenging entries into the action genre. By taking after the the balletic violence of the John Wick franchise, these movies could continue to find domestic success, bringing even more Indian features to the international stage. I think we're at like a really dope time in film where like people are actually starting to realize that foreign films are fucking rad, and that we should be watching them more frequently. And I'm really really happy for it. Like I don't think it's a coincidence either. Like I feel like film is getting rather progressive and like in the Western front, and our progressiveness in the Western front has opened up our minds to different kinds of film, like Bollywood films, or or even just like different sorts of European films. I've always kind of really enjoyed foreign films. Like, they don't necessarily have to be in English for me. A good movie is a good movie. Um, but I don't know. This is really fucking sick to me. I think it's interesting that these films are really starting to see like a lot of Western success. Like we saw a similar with Godzilla -1, right? Like that was literally like the biggest Toho Godzilla release ever, period, ever for like Western, right? Like that, like it's literally it was the biggest Toho like Godzilla release for us. Even though like the MonsterVerse like is wildly popular, like that was a much more traditional Godzilla movie that fell into like traditional Godzilla tropes, just modernized for like for a new audience, but still being so finely crafted of a film, right? That even though it wasn't made right, because Godzilla minus one wasn't made for like that. That movie wasn't made for the Western audience. It wasn't made with our perspective in mind at fucking all. But it's such a finely crafted piece of cinema that it piqued everybody else's intrigue. And I dope that not only are we starting to see foreign films do that same thing, but foreign action films do that same thing, because
Mhm.
like it's a big deal, because action, like I feel like action as a film genre has always been like a popcorn bucket like cinema. Like it's not been like art, like it's not been like high reaching cinema, but now like it's getting like a lot of critical acclaim.
Yeah, I grew up watching a lot of foreign action movies actually. Like everything from like The Raid to Old Boy to Battle
Yeah,
Royale,
dude, fucking love
you
Old Boy.
know.
Literally just all of Bruce Lee's movies. Literally.
Yeah, yeah. Like I grew up with that stuff like Ong Bak, Ip Man, like you know what I mean? Like all that kind of stuff. Like dude, my favorite Ong Bak 3, the one that goes back in time. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You ever watch that one? That one was
That one
fire.
I have. That one I haven't seen.
Tony Jaa is one of my favorite martial artists in the cinematic world. He is a force to be reckoned with.
One of my favorite historical like movies like that is like, have you seen it's a Chinese Hong Kong historical like war drama, but it
Uh-huh.
actually has Christian Bale in it as well. It's called The Flowers of War.
I've heard about this. I've
It's
heard about
super
that
fucking
actually.
good. It's
Yeah, I don't
super
know if I've
fucking good.
watched it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, you
Um,
should check it out.
yeah, it's something that you don't really see in media too. Is a lot of like actors and actresses, like especially big name, they will go do international movies too. Like, you know, and you don't really hear about it that much. But you know, going back to like the West, like starting to finally accept and adopt a lot of foreign films and recognizing them, I feel like Parasite was a huge catalyst for
Dude,
that.
Big
yeah,
step.
I think you're
Yeah,
probably
Big
right. I
yeah.
feel
step.
like
I
that
was
was a
gonna
big
mention
step.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that story and that movie specifically was kind of like the catalyst for like most of America specifically to go, "Oh, the wait, it's not just Hollywood that makes movies." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cuz like growing up, at least I think Garrett can attest to this. I don't want to speak for you, but at least for me, you're kind of under the guise and like the assumption that all the big need to see movies are really made out of quote
Yeah,
unquote Hollywood.
they were Hollywood films,
Yeah.
and that like some of the films that I like grew up loving the most. I can literally never remember. So like one of my favorites. So obviously like I'm like The Game of Death and Enter the Dragon are
Mm.
my two
Mhm.
favorite uh Bruce Lee films. I literally just love
Mm.
The Game of Death because it's like
Game of
the
Death is
Kill
good.
Bill, that's the Kill Bill outfit. Uh
Yeah.
and so like, but if you like look at those from like a Western perspective, they're very cheesy films from like a Western view.
Mhm.
Like if you were to compare like a Western movie of the same time period, like to like Enter the Dragon, you know, like from which is 1973. Like, and let's see, like, well, what was popular in the West in 1973?
Oh
19.
god.
I'm literally gonna pull it up right now. 1973
It's like
blockbusters.
some Clint Eastwood movies, you know?
Probably, maybe even
Yeah.
like
1973, some of the biggest blockbusters were Robin Hood, Papillon, and The Exorcist, dude. Bruce Lee was not even on the radar, man.
yeah.
Like a martial arts film would have never even touched like a movie theater's lips. Like let alone anything related to Bollywood at the time, right? Because like the way they do cinema is like their own, like they just do their own thing. Like it's very, very, very different. They have like their own whole ass deal. I've only just started to like get into like some Bollywood films. They're definitely an acquired taste from a
Mm.
Western perspective. Like they're not made for us. Like culturally speaking, like they're not made for America. Like those films are not made for Americans. But like we're now in a place where like there's enough of us that are interested in all of these things that we're willing to dabble with those and experience how fucking awesome other cultures can be through cinema.
Yeah. DJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the reason I put this article here is because like uh to like what Devin said about Parasite being a big step, but also like I think quarantine and like just streaming services like Netflix putting on Squid
Yeah.
Games, like a lot of people nowadays are more exposed to
Mhm.
foreign films. Like there's a huge catalog of
Especially
foreign films and shows.
especially streaming.
Yeah,
Mhm.
in streaming services, and of course, like we've been getting a lot more foreign films in the theater. Like remember when we reviewed Sisu? That's a Lithuanian movie. Um, you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
the All Quiet on the Western Front like remake. That's
That's yeah,
yeah, and then like
that's a German film.
German
Yeah.
film. Uh,
Netflix had Dark as well, which is a German TV show, and that's
mhm.
highly rated. That's a certified fresh show too.
Right. And we had also in the same vein that being in India is being set in India, we had Monkey Man this year as well.
Yeah, dude,
Fantastic movie.
Monkey Man was fucking gas.
And most of that I believe was either there was dialogues in English, but like, there's the Hindi being spoken as well, I believe.
Mhm.
Um
There was.
and and of course like RRR, which is referenced in this article, it has a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like I think, is it still on Netflix? I'm pretty sure it was advertised a bunch like 2 years ago when it was up.
I haven't watched
I'll
that
double
movie
check.
mainly because like every time I came across it when I was looking for something to watch, it was like a 3 hour something movie, like 4 hour movie, and I was just like, I don't have time for that right
I've
now.
seen like some of the action
Dude,
sequences. It's like
the
wild, but
fucking
it's like
action
it's
sequences are
crazy.
like it's almost absurdist, and it's so it's crazy.
It's
I've
like
seen some of the
watching
clips.
Azura's Wrath, you know what I'm saying? Like the game, like
Yes,
it's like crazy
yes,
shit like that, dude.
that's
Is it
exactly what
really?
it's fucking.
Well, it's
That's
not like it's
exactly
not on
what
that scale,
the
but it's like
energy feels like that.
it
The
feels like
energy
it's
of the
like
movie feels
this
like
guy could
Azura's
be
Wrath.
God, dude. He could like
Yeah,
fight a
dude,
god.
it's
Oh,
fucking
okay.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
What
want to
fucking
watch
is it
that
on any
now. Now
streaming
I want to watch.
services?
dude. Because like I saw one clip of him. Like I think they just
Yeah,
start
it's
fighting.
still on Netflix. It's still on
Dude,
Netflix.
I need to see it. I need to dedicate time to watch it because
Dude, yeah.
knowing like it still has a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes after 2 years, like that's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
It's a
apparently
long
fucking
movie.
really
Should we just Discord watch it one of these
good.
days while we're hanging out with the
Fucking
boys?
dude, what's the next
Put it
holiday?
on.
What's the
What's the next
Labor Day?
holiday?
We got
Right, Labor Day. Everybody gets together. We're watching RRR.
Yeah, Labor Day we'll watch RRR, dude. Labor Day weekend.
Dude, I do want to watch that movie though. Like,
Yeah, dude.
like especially
you
that
should go
you
look
said
up
it's
some of the
like
clips, man.
like the second you said it's like Azura's Wrath, that's like a game me and one of my old best friends.
Well,
used
it's
to
not
play,
like on that
10
scale,
years
but I mean,
ago.
like the action feels like it's like out
Like
of like
it's
out of
so
this
over
world,
the top.
like action
It's
over
so
the
over
top. It's like
I gotta look this up.
it's like bro, like it's like what do you mean this guy can just get the fuck up like that high, like and start fucking doing kicks and flips and shit, like
Dude, the fucking effects in the background are so fucking good.
it's just outrageous. That's what I mean. Like like
Fucking jumping off cars.
not
and,
that
like,
it's like not like
Superman
that it's
punch-
Azura's
dude.
Wrath, but I'm saying like it's outrageous like that. Like you just don't expect to be fucking seeing the shit that you're seeing
all gas, no brakes. Ass
Yeah.
movie.
for 3 hours. I hope the action scenes are like just. I wonder how much of it is action, but I mean it is a 95, so we'll have to check it out. But
I mean, it's an action. It's a historical action adventure film.
So it's like
So,
more
like-
well, historical action. So it's like, is it like I'm trying to like
it's got some cheese to it, that's for sure.
yeah.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
cheese, but like that's just how it is.
Oh!
Like
I just gotta tell you about. So I'm watching a scene
Yeah,
right now. I'm watching a scene. So he knew a guy was hiding behind a tree, and he shot a arrow through the tree. It almost hits the guy, doesn't. The guy goes to load his rifle. He runs up and he kicks the arrow through the tree
Yeah.
into the guy's head.
Yeah.
Like, what
yeah,
the-
yeah.
Just
It's just crazy, dude.
Yeah,
it's,
dude.
It's just
so
crazy.
it's just so over the top.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's like it's just it's over the top. But we got our next story. Artificial intelligence takes spotlight at Bucheon Fantasy Film Festival with conference dedicated AI competition. This comes from Patrick Frater at Variety. Leading Korean actor Son Ye-jin received a huge roar of applause as she greeted fans and rounded off the Thursday red carpet ceremony at the opening of Bucheon International Fantastic Film Festival, BFAN. The star of the star of A Moment to Remember and April Snow, Sun is the subject of the festival's retrospective section. But even as the festival takes a well-deserved, if conventional, look back at Sun's 23-year career, the event's larger focus this year is the direction that artificial intelligence, AI, is taking the film industry. Quote, the main issue of this year's BFAN is BFAN plus AI. Generative AI can be used as an innovative and revolutionary tool to meet the world with one's talent through minimal expenses. I believe that with the help of generative AI, an era of equal competition will come, in which imagination, not the size of budget, is the most important factor, said festival director Shin Chul. BFAN aims to take the lead in creating a breeding ground where our creators can take their visions to the world without being held back by budget limitations, end quote. The 15 titles in its AI competition are partially drawn from specialty AI festivals and include 4 films from home country South Korea. Hansel von Kwan's One More Pumpkin, which won the grand prize and audience award at the Dubai AI Film Festival. That's crazy. The Dubai AI Film Festival.
Dubai
Film Festival. Park Sung-won's Under the Sign of the Moon, Bae Jun-won's Snowfall, and Cha Se-won's Final Scene. All 4 showcase the image and sound perfection of modern AI technology can implement today and stand out through brilliant imagination, fresh screenplays, and character realization, the festival said. The KRW 15 million $11,000 prizes will be chosen by a human jury consisting of Ferdy Alisi, Kim Tae-young, Sten Christian Salavir, and Shin. Running over 3 days, the Accompanying AI International Conference will include keynote speeches from Professor Lee Jin-jun, a pioneer, KAIST's first full-time art security faculty member in new media art and inaugural director of the KAIST Art Museum, Salavir, head of the Cannes. Next, at the Cannes Film Festival, artist and curator Alisi, and Dave Clark, the director of Curious Refuge. The opening night proceedings include speeches from local officials and bouquets from VAPDS. Were conventional enough, though organizers said that the video ID was directed by AI. Anna Barishin. Sorry. I have to. This is a lot of syllables in one place.
Baryshnikov.
Okay. Baryshnikov led lead actor in Rose Glass's Love Lies Bleeding, which debuted in Berlin and is now set as BFAN's opening night title, was on hand to make the introductions. Having praised the screenplay, she described the finished film as very, very strange. That raised a chuckle from audience members familiar with BFAN's long-standing Stay Strange motto. Several major talents were spotted at the red carpet. They included Hong Kong director Johnny To, Bob Layton, comic book and screenwriter on Iron Man, Hercules and co-founder of Valiant Comics, father of Japanese horror Nakata Hideo, in Korea with his latest film, Stolen Identity, The Last Hacker, leading Japanese star Yagira Yuya, in town with a conviction of marriage, and Chinese director Chen Daming, director of BFAN selected Unspoken. Industry names included Hollywood producer and academic Chris Lee, Roger Garcia, this year's dean in the BFAN's education program, Ellen Kim, Park Kwang-soo, respectively, the Busan Festival's new market chief and festival chairman. There's just a bunch of people. I don't think we care. The festival will close with the screening of Hong Kong box office record breaker Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. It's just like faculty members, dude. We don't care. give a fuck. So boys, I put this article here because there is an AI led film festival with films using generative AI for majority of the films, which has a lot of backing in this like basically South Korean film festival, with a lot of big names and big directors in that scene. I was gonna pose a question to you guys. Like, what do you guys think of this? Is this something good? Is this something bad? Like, what are your first thoughts when you heard this article? You read this article out to you guys.
This is like a touchy subject. Like, don't you think? Like with AI, um, when I think AI made like cinema, I think of like like really weird looking people and like hands not looking correct
Mm-hmm.
and like just I don't know how I feel about I don't it's I can't appreciate it as true art in a sense because it's not coming from a creative mind. It's coming from an algorithm, you know?
That's made from
Um
other people's work, basically.
yeah, it's I don't think it feels right personally. I'd have to know more about it to really come to like a full consensus on this.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's hard to like it's hard to see that AI is truly getting pushed in this sense because there's been so much pushback from AI, like I mean for AI from the West, you know? And I think that's rightfully so because like are these people being compensated in any way for their likeness or their own work being used in these, you know, in these things? Um it's such a weird subject and I think um like for the same reason that you can't use Chat GPT in school to like do your papers or
Right,
anything like that.
because
You
it's
know what I
technically
mean?
plagiarism. Um,
Exactly.
and it's definitely interesting because the article didn't list it. They didn't list like exactly how much of these films were using generative AI. Like, what was the ratio of like real film to generative AI, or like if they just generative AI the background. You know what I mean? For location, or I don't know, like maybe effects. Like, I just don't know. Like, the quote from the, I think that was the chairman, I believe. He was like, "Yeah, man, this will help people be more creative without the budget." You know what I mean? But I think that I don't know if you can be creative using AI. I think that's my stance on it. It's like I don't think like art and creativeness is a like it's art. It's what it is because it's hard to do. It's not supposed to be an easy thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's why we appreciate art. That's why we appreciate creatives, is because it is hard to do. If it was easy to do, I wouldn't give a fuck if you painted this shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. That's where I stand on it. Garrett, what do you think?
I'm a little surprised we got here as fast as we did, but I'm not shocked. I think this is like an inevitability. I'm not surprised that like Eastern and Asian cultures are grabbing onto this a lot sooner than Western cultures are. Like, they've definitely always been Eastern, specifically Asian cultures have always been really fast and eager to adapt like new and like the newest technologies.
Hmm.
Like, they're very like that's a very like and like I feel like there's like some cultural significance there. But like I feel like when it like the Western appeal to AI is definitely a lot less because we've always like at the Western mindset is like this is going to replace us as like
Hmm.
people, and the Eastern mindset and like specifically the Asian mindset is like this is a tool. And I personally believe that that AI is like now that it's here, we're never going to escape it. And I don't think that I mean, obviously, I agree with everything that Devin has said. Like, obviously, like this feels fishy to me, but like at the end of the day, I feel like when we get down to brass fucking tax when it comes to AI. I do not think that AI will ever replace the individual in the workplace. I
Mm-hmm.
do not think that will happen. But I do think the individual that chooses to use AI over the individual that does not will be who gets replaced in this new market. And
Yeah.
that's what's going to be the biggest shift. It's like, are you learning the newest technology, which is generative AI, and are you applying that to the current real world stuff? Like that's because that's progression. That's what people want to see when it comes to this stuff. They want to see what we can use generative AI for, and they want to try to apply it to as many markets as absolutely possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking writing, film, video games, television, fucking ad marketing. They literally just did like a Toys R Us like commercial that was completely created by
Wait,
AI.
Toys R Us is still around?
Yeah,
I thought they went bankrupt. Oh, they're only like an online site now, aren't
it's
they?
like an online thing, but like they literally, but like they just did like a whole, like a completely, like a generative AI commercial that they just released. And like and like, if you look at it too hard, can you absolutely tell that like it wasn't really touched by human hands? Yes, for the most part, you can. Like, there's some things that are off about it, but if you also look at that AI compared to like even the AI we had a fucking year and a half ago, the like
Dude, 6 months
how much
ago, bro.
better it's gotten is
Dude,
insane.
dude. Oh
Uh,
my god. How much do you think Rebel Moon was used AI? Like how much do you
Dude, who knows? And like honestly, like one of the things that like I know a lot of people like fear, like the whole like, well, eventually like AI is literally just gonna like it's everyone's just gonna use it so much that like it's just gonna be pulling from other generative AI software. We literally do that as human beings already. Like we've already
Yeah.
run out of the fucking ideas, folks. Like let's not pretend like your fucking original concept isn't just some other fuck. Percy Jackson's just Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It
But
is. Like right, we as a human
yeah.
race, like we know what we want, we know what we like. So using like the argument that like, oh, AI is just gonna start pulling from AI, and then it's just gonna be like a big information circle jerk where like it's just gonna regurgitate the same thing over and over and over again. And you're like Taylor Swift has done with every single album she's done since she switched from country to pop.
Thank God
Thank you.
Genesis not
Uh,
here.
but like there's no ethical billionaires. That's like, sorry, that's my stance on Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
there you go.
But like like that, but like that's like my point being like we as human beings, we know what we want, we know what we like. The four chord rule exists for a reason because we as individuals, as a human race, like have like a thing we enjoy, right?
Mhm.
AI is just going to allow people to tap into that with zero fucking talent. That's the
Yeah.
that's the big problem, right? Is like is that it's going to be allow people to be able to regurgitate like lower quality versions of the things that like they know we like just because we know that's what we like and that people will eat that up. I think that's going to be the real issue is that overuse of AI is going to drive down quality of product.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we already see it in the graphic design space too, is the quality of product just due to AI, you know? Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
like I don't think we're ever gonna get rid of it. I don't think like now that AI is like a thing, like it's just here. Like
Right.
like
mm,
it's just
And
like
it sucks.
how far are we gonna adapt it? How like how much are we gonna let it integrate into our modern society? And and like and at what point are we gonna try to actively stop developing it like to where we feel like we're satisfied with it as a product,
Like,
right?
yeah. To me, I think it's going too fast for all of us to keep up. Like with laws and regulations. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like
mhm.
it's
And
cuz
it's not consumer friendly. Like
it's
it's not a
not.
consumer like AI is not consumer friendly because like literally the only people that have access to it are individuals willing to set like pay like pretty like deep like monthly subscription fees to be able to access this, right? And
It's
even then you're a
it
fucking glorified
and
beta
it's
tester,
yeah,
man.
it's very much like skill issue for those people who do use it because like their excuses for using it and defending AI, it's like, well now we can do the hard shit like easier now. Like we can do I can't draw, but now I can draw draw fucking
Like,
the Mona
no,
Lisa, like, you know what I'm saying?
you can spit out an idea, right? Like you can have an intellectual. That's what IPs are, folks, right?
Yeah.
That's why IPs exist. You're allowed to, because we need idea people. Like I don't understand why like it's okay to just be the person that comes up with the cool shit. Like we need folks that do that. But like, just understand that every time you think you've got that little nugget of an idea that you think is super fucking cool, and you plug it into that generative AI, you've lost all rights to that cool idea for fucking ever because you just gave it to the internet for free, man. Like that's the real consequence of AI. Like is like it literally you're cashing out your fucking idea to generate a physical property of it. It's like selling your soul, man.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I agree. Well, Garrett, can you tell the people what we got going on next?
Absolutely, folks. We are headed into the snip, sneak, snap, final cut.
The final shing shing.
Shing,
What the
shing,
Blade
shing.
movie will never see. Shing shing.
Yeah,
Don't
that movie's
say
not-
that. That
That movie
breaks
ain't
my
coming out,
heart.
man.
Dude, that's
That
never
breaks my
come
heart.
until it's in the fucking theater, dude, it's never coming out.
Right.
I'm gonna
Until I can see it with my fucking eyes.
Yeah.
well, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final cut. This is our headlining segment where we'll cover topics. You know, we talk about it. This is different from our reviews. We have a topic here tonight, and it is what we consider the best live action comic book costumes. And so we're gonna go around. We're gonna list a few. We're gonna talk about them, and let us know what you know. Let us know if we're tripping or not. You know, well, what's your favorites and shit like that. But I'm gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna start with I think is a certified banger. Certified banger. Okay.
Because you better start strong.
Start strong. It's
setting
strong.
the tone here.
It's strong and safe. Strong and safe. Okay, I'm not gonna
Dude, I
strong
feel
and
like
safe.
all of the good costumes really are safe though, because they are just that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but for me, I think is when we first saw Chadwick Boseman in the Black Panther suit in Winter Soldier. I think
Yeah, it wasn't Winter
that-
Soldier. Civil War.
So you
Civil
like
War.
the
wait,
Civil War
Civil War.
suit.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Civil War suit, not Winter Soldier. But yeah, that first seeing him in that, dude, I think it's better than the one he got in his feature film.
Okay. So I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly, because of what really irritated me about like that, about like I felt like it was a downgrade, was like it softened the features on his suit
Right.
a lot. But I think there's a suit in between those two that's superior.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's the ultimate suit that he's got that's made by Shuri, the one that collects the kinetic energy,
Oh.
not the one with the king mask, not the king mask one, the one that actually like just collects and redistributes the kinetic
Yeah, okay,
energy.
yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah.
That's my favorite Black Panther one, but the one that he like just inherits
Yeah.
from T'Chaka is
Yeah.
also
That
fucking
one's
gas.
raw. That one's raw, dude. I enjoy that one a lot. I think it's my favorite. You know, but I'll give it to you, Garrick. Like that I think once he got the fucking necklace, dude, like the fucking nanobot
Yeah.
shit, dude. Like
Yeah, like it's like the in-between suit, because he gets like another suit at the end, right?
yeah. But yeah, the in between that one's good. That one's good. All right,
Hell yeah.
Devin,
Good fucking choice.
what do you got, man? What are you bringing to the table? Let me see Paul Allen's card. Let's see Paul Allen's card.
all right. I feel like this is kind of divisive, but I think this is one of my favorite suits.
Somebody with a
especially for
hot
this
take
character.
already.
Yeah,
Oh, damn,
yeah.
he's like fuck it, man. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, dude. This is my favorite. You know, one of my favorites, and I am gonna straight up go with Robert Pattinson's Batman suit.
Ooh,
Dude.
yeah. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
on my
Yes.
list, bro. That's on
Yeah.
my list. I mean, I literally
Yeah.
have that shit. I had that shit on my wall. I love that
Like,
fucking suit.
dude,
Why do you
dude.
love that suit, Devin?
Dude, I love so this is year 2 Batman. This is him figuring out still how to be Batman. They even show it in the movie with he has a diary, what he's like going over his mistakes, what he did right, what he can do better, and all that kind of stuff. You know, when he bounces between everything, when he tries to fly for the first time.
Oh yeah, dude.
But it is like an ironclad suit. He's like, motherfuckers are gonna shoot me. I'm not gonna try and dodge them. They're gonna shoot me, and it's just gonna deflect off of me, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. That's literally what that
I love
suit
the
said.
weight. I love the
Yeah.
weight of that
Yeah,
suit,
dude. It's
dude.
like it looks rugged as
ironclad,
fuck,
dude.
It's
like
rugged.
when he literally stomps out of the fucking shadows.
Yeah, and you hear him like walking before, and it's just
yeah.
and it like literally the sound of him walking towards it just like
So intimidating.
Like, remember half of those half of those of those
The
gang
thugs,
members
like, started like they're like nah. They broke off right there.
We know what this is, you know.
Like,
They got
Batman.
yeah,
dude.
they're like fuck this guy, you know what I mean? They're like, I'm out of here because he kind of like has that sense of fear for people, you know. You can hear him moving, you can see like just with him wearing that suit when he fights, it like causes damage to people, not just from him punching, but because he's punching them with a fucking actual iron fist. You know what I mean?
I love the cowl. The cowl on that
with the
one of my
with the short
favorite. It's one with the short wings, and like I like that like in the light, which you barely ever see it in, you can see that the motherfuckers is welded on, dude.
Yeah, it's like riveted and welded.
It's a ballistic helmet that he fucking welded a mask and his little bat ears onto, dude. And that shit goes so hard. I love how battle armor that shit is.
Yeah, dude. It's like because like what you were saying, Devin, like it's year 2 Batman. Like it looks like it has a lot more moving parts. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like shit that he put together, and like. You know, an experienced Batman would like streamline it, you know, into something that's similar, but like way more efficient. But like I personally I love this like rugged, like fucking almost like boxy look.
I appreciate a good origin suit.
He looks like a fucking
like when an origin suit's done right. I love the hell out of that.
He looks like a D2 Titan, dude. He looks like a Destiny 2 Titan.
Yeah, dude. It's just
the solar pads,
right?
dude. The shoulder pads are fucking great, dude.
The fucking pauldrons for like Battinson go hard. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Like because you're right, Devin. That is kind of like a more divisive like Batman like suit. Like everyone unanimously agrees that the nipple suit was like a bad call, right? Like we don't like George Clooney. Like we're sorry. We know that wasn't your choice, but like I feel like most of the other Batman suits are fairly good in one way or another. Like I love the Christian Bale one too, but I do legitimately like I think the Battinson suit's my personal favorite.
Even the Batflick one is good too because it's kind of reminiscent of the animated show with the gray and the trousers.
With the gray and the trousers. And I like that that Batfleck suit, like, because like honestly, say what the hell you want about it. Like the Batfleck suit was pretty fucking dope. I liked the fibrous look of that suit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
that's one thing that DC does right is they make good suits.
Like
that's one thing.
It looked really solid. I do have some DC suits.
Same.
On my list.
But yeah, I had to give love to Battinson. Like I said, it's divisive because a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's too emo, and like, you know what,
dude, man,
Batman is emo.
He's a brooding. He's a brooding fucking. Yeah, dude, he's a brooder, dude.
The whole reason why he's Batman is because his parents
he literally
fucking
didn't get over it.
Shot.
He didn't go. He literally didn't get over it.
He just never got over
upset about it.
The difference between Batman, like Bruce Wayne becoming Batman, and Bruce Wayne just becoming a well-adjusted entrepreneurial billionaire is fucking like 6 sessions of therapy, guys. Get real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garrick, it's your turn, dude. What do you got? I know you got a list. He brought a list with him.
I do have a list. Honestly, it's one that I was just really, really stoked to finally see. I know it's like we're splitting hairs probably a little bit here because this is a CGI suit, but it was just so fucking cool to finally actually see it realized because it just goddamn basically spitting image looks like the comic books. But the fucking Hulkbuster suit, man.
Ooh.
The Hulkbuster suit's gas. The Hulkbuster suit looks exactly like it's supposed to. Exactly the way it's supposed to. Functions exactly the way it should. It just does it. Like it's not. It didn't showboat.
Go to sleep.
It didn't the suit didn't. They didn't try to adapt it. They didn't try to showboat it. They were just like the Hulkbuster's design line is so fucking cool from the comic books. We're literally just gonna 1-to-1 that bad boy. I think they modernized it on like the paneling and the plating just a little bit, right, to make it kind of match like more in line with like the Iron Man Mark IV. I think that might have been like around. I think we might have been Mark VI around that time.
Mhm.
But like it definitely they brought it in line with like the more modern Iron Man suits. But like, dude, it was just so fucking good, and like I love that we even got to see it again, like with Bruce Banner piloting it. Like it just felt right. I love the Hulkbuster suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Is it fucking my turn? Goddamn.
Yeah.
it is, man.
I think I honestly, dude, the first Iron Man suit is just I think it's like one of my favorite suits, dude.
Okay,
Just
I have a question. So
yeah.
when you say the first Iron Man suit, do you mean like the prototype, or do you
No.
mean Mark III, the first one that got the gold and red paint?
Yeah, the Mark III. The Mark
Okay,
III, like once the
that's
Mark
my
III,
favorite
that's,
Iron Man too.
yeah.
Mark III is Iron Man. That's that's on
That
my
like
list
the
also.
Iron Man suit, like
That's
as
the
once he
Iron
pops off, you know what I'm saying? Like the montage, he's going like he's flying
Yeah.
straight back to the fucking wherever the fucking
That's
in the
that's
Middle
the
East.
shit, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Dude, like the scene where like he suits up for the first time and it all comes together,
like
man.
burn it, like
And,
fucking.
like-
Oh my god,
And like
dude.
the banner, yeah, dude. So
Yeah.
it's got like the cool rock music to go with it, dude. And like it's like I love, dude. It's just like it's the way the face visor on the Iron Man masks
Yes.
work.
Like
Like it's
that
just
first
always
movie.
so cool.
Oh
And
my.
like it was just so dope,
Like,
man.
I-
And like I love that I love that they kept that for a while, but I hated that they lost it with like the nanite.
Yeah, the
suit.
nanotech. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I mean, I get it. Like for Tony's character, like everything, like once he evolves, like everything has to evolve. You know what I mean? He doesn't like take novelty in like something like that, like we do. But I think like I don't know, dude. It that just seeing him in the Mark III for the first time, like the suit up scene, the montage after it fucking blows up a tank, pulls his arm out
With
like,
AC/DC playing
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool.
yeah,
It's just such a
it's
good
iconic,
representation.
You know,
And that suit was actually physically represented. It wasn't CGI. He was
Mhm.
actually
He's actually
in
in
the
that
fucking
motherfucker,
suit.
dude. In the
Like
motherfucking
so, like
suit.
that one was really like especially
very
impressive.
practical.
That was
Yeah.
super impressive. Like it was
Yeah.
like it was very like a practical attempt at that suit. I loved that. I like so yeah. That's a fuck. Mark III Iron Man
Yeah.
is such a
Yeah.
fucking good. That's such a fucking good.
I'd be
movie.
lying to say if I didn't have some stuff Iron Man related on my list. You know, because there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a
Mark-
lot actually.
There's a lot
Dude.
of Iron Mans. Like Hulk. I mean, obviously, like I literally just mentioned Hulkbuster. That's an Iron Man suit,
Mhm.
right? Like that's
Yeah,
like Hulkbuster's
yeah,
Iron
dude.
Man.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Mark
Iron
III
Man's just a
super
cool
good.
guy, dude. Looks cool as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I love when they leaned more into like the Ultimate Iron Man design, where he got like the inverted triangle. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that shit too.
Yeah. That's like what was it? Infinity War.
Yeah,
That was
that
what
was
the
Yeah,
most
yeah,
Nano,
yeah.
insane.
yeah.
That was
Um,
that was one of the nanite suits.
I am gonna keep the theme rolling here. But the Iron Spider-Man suit, the Iron Spidey
Iron
suit
Spider, dude. The
from
MCU
Infinity
Iron
War.
Spider suit.
Yeah, from
Okay.
Infinity War.
I like
I
that,
really
yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Honestly,
I
yeah.
like that suit. When I played Spider-Man, you know, the game Marvel
Oh
Spider-Man,
yeah.
Mhm.
I used the fuck out of that suit, dude. I used the fuck out of that suit playing that game.
Dude,
too.
I'm obsessed. I was obsessed with like with their new take with the
Mhm.
white edition, so I rocked that the whole time. But dude, it's like that is honestly that's such a good adaptation of the suit, right? Because like the original Iron Spider is like the animated and it's boring looking. It's literally
Yeah.
just it's an all red suit with like it's matte. I think it's got like some gold on like his fingers and he's got gold lenses, right? And then the arm. Like it's very kind of it's very flat as far as like a Spider-Man suit goes because like all of his other suits are
Mhm.
pretty flashy. But I like that they incorporate they mix like the Iron Man and the Spider-Man color schemes for the Iron Spider in
Yeah,
the
because
MCU.
Tony wants
Oh,
you to know like he made that shit. Like, you
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
this
Like
is
that's
my
part of his
fucking design.
character.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, I love it, and I love the functionality with his own AI during the Avengers saga and stuff.
Oh, Friday, I
With
think.
it.
Yeah,
No, Friday's
Friday's-
Iron Man.
Friday was
Oh.
the replacement for Jarvis.
Oh, okay.
That's for Iron Man. I'm talking about the he had a separate AI for the Spider-Man suit. What?
Oh,
what-
yeah.
I was trying to
What
figure
was
out
her
what
name?
what
It did
the
have a
AI's
name.
It did have a name. I just don't know. Like, was it just fucking suit? Like, did Peter just say it's
I
just
know.
fucking
I
suit?
think
AI?
it was. Well, actually, I gotta look this up. I
I'm
gotta look
literally
it up.
Googling
Is
it.
it Monday, dude? I don't know, dude. Is it another fucking
Karen.
day?
Is it Monday?
It's literally named Karen.
Karen?
Karen. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Karen.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
But I loved how it was always like setting to kill mode. He's like, no.
Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
cool scene.
Yeah.
That was a cool scene.
I love you, Esco.
Well, yes, go.
Um,
We're back to you, Garrick. What else you got for us?
Dude, Heath Ledger's Joker, man. I'm like just
Oh,
gonna come right out
Oh
with it.
yeah.
I
Oh,
and like
yeah.
and this while this is not a traditional take on the character at all, it works. It because it fits so fucking well
Mhm.
into Nolan's version of Gotham, right? Like he literally like he is like Batman's and like Christian Bale's Batman's antithesis. Like he just fucking does it. And like everything about that fucking look comes together, man. The long hair on dude, I never like long hair Joker does it, dude. And I like that he's got the middle part and it's like the faded greasy green and like his makeup is super broken and like
with the
cracked
scars.
and like that he's legitimately got scars, right? And then he like and part of like the costume and the characters like him telling this bullshit lie as to how he got them every single time, right? And like the story's always changing and like I liked it like he just because like honestly because he had the coattails, right? He has like all of the original things that like you would expect to be as part of like
The
the a
purple,
Joker's like yeah,
the
he's got the color
green.
scheme, he's got like he has the right accents, but it wasn't cartoonishly done or like and it didn't feel like ham-fisted or like in bad taste. It just felt like a legitimate fucking like modern take. I love the trench coat over like just like the versus
Mhm.
like the penguin tux, right? They really leaned into it with the green, dude. It's just everything about it is just so good. It's like it's probably the most recognizable like in modern take on like the Joker, and like it's probably the one I see the cosplayed the most often.
Yeah. You want to see a magic trick? Watch this pencil disappear.
Dude.
Um,
So many good scenes.
but I feel like that suit is so good. That look is so good that it actually modernized the Joker and kind of set a tone where like a lot of Jokers like animated and like in video games even and a lot of depictions that you see are based off of Heath Ledger's Joker now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like a little bit grittier, a little bit, and like yeah, I understand that like that's not necessarily that every version of the Joker shouldn't be that way. Like we still deserve our clown Prince of Crime that has like the ha-has and the laughs, right? But like this was a different version of the character and it deserved a different he deserved a different look in a different suit and like this just it dude it's so fucking good like it's just
Mhm.
it's so recognizable so iconic like Heath Ledger's like Joker makeup is it's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Joker makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, dude. I totally get that, man. My next one is Charlie Cox's Daredevil. Like the
Good.
show.
That's on my list. That's on my list.
Yeah,
It's so
dude, I actually
good.
forgot. I forgot about that suit. I'm
It's
not even
so
gonna lie.
good. It's
It
so
is so
good.
good.
It's the
I
best.
got a question.
What's up?
Which one? Which one? Is it the red one from Echo? His first gen one from Netflix, second gen one from Netflix, or the mustard gold
I like
yellow
the
one?
I
from
like the
She-Hulk?
second gen.
Second
The
gen
second
Netflix,
gen
second favorite.
Second
is
gen,
my
yeah.
favorite because like the first one is like yeah I get it because he's just starting to get it because that's when he first figured out like who he wants to be, but like this
Mhm.
like the second one is like he's evolved into like he is now accepting of the Daredevil fucking
Like the
moniker.
Persona.
owning
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think it really represents it in that costume.
I can't wait till Born Again. Oh
Dude,
my
it's such a
fucking god.
dude.
I'm really
It's
glad that
it's so
Kevin
much better.
Feige is like taking so much care of that series and not canceling it whatsoever. The fact that he literally scrapped everything that they did because they filmed like 4 episodes and he
Mhm.
was like, "Nope, this isn't what I want." And he redid the script and they restarted production and
Dude, because
everything.
we need to save Marvel, and like honestly, like Netflix Marvel was a good time. Like they kind of lost the plot, like with some of the deeper,
Mhm.
like with some of like when they started to get into like the thinner characters that like probably should have been changed for modern times, Iron Fist. Um,
Mm.
Mhm.
but like dude, like I didn't even necessarily hate Luke Cage because like Luke Cage was like really fun, like just
Oh,
for what
he
it
was
was.
great.
Like as far as like what it was, like product wise, but like as far as like
Barbershop tone.
Netflix adaptation suits, the second gen Daredevil is like the best one,
Mhm.
dude. And it put like it's so much better in every single way, shape, and form to the Ben Affleck Daredevil. Oh
Oh,
my
dude, yeah,
god.
his little like
The
motorcycle suit.
fucking his motorcycle suit, dude, with the
Yeah,
fucking oh dude.
yeah. The only
Mm-mm.
thing that was cool about Ben Affleck was his nightstick. That his like his
Yeah,
little
he
yeah.
did.
That's the
I like
only
that they gave him the night like his nightstick was cool.
Yeah.
yeah. Um, dude, I'm gonna go with Moon Knight. Man,
Oh
Moon Knight was
yeah, dude.
fucking
Moon
perfect.
Knight's
Moon Knight
sick.
was Moon Knight was perfect.
Yeah, honestly, perfection.
Yeah,
Perfection.
it's perfection and it looks so good, it looks so clean, there was so much detail behind it, and even his Mr. Knight was really good
Yeah,
too.
Mr. Knight looks
Yeah.
so fucking good. The way
Yeah,
he dons the suit is bad fucking ass.
yeah, how it just like appears from within him
And then
and
it
like
just like
goes around.
wraps around him, dude.
Yeah, like
Oh,
like
mummifies him. It
mummifies
literally,
him.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
it's
such,
so
dude.
good.
It's
I
so.
can't wait. They've been like secretly in production on something Moon Knight. I don't know if it's
I
a special
God, I
presentation. I
I
don't
don't
know if
care
it's
what
a
it is.
season 2. I don't know if it's a movie. I wouldn't be surprised if it is a movie, to tell you the truth, because they are kind of leaning more towards doing movies than they are. But Oscar Isaac has been in Cairo a lot with a lot of the showrunners, and they've been working
Dude,
on Moon Knight, and he has openly said that they are working on it. They have, but they
I
haven't
need that and
specifically
Scarlet
said
Scarab to come back.
season 2. Scarlet Scarab, she was invented for the series, wasn't
I
she?
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like a
yeah,
complete, and I really liked. It was a great addition. Like
yeah.
she ended up having like a cool fucking suit too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, I saw the stuff DJ for Deadpool 3 trailer, but tell you the truth, Garrick hasn't seen any of the trailers,
I've literally
so
seen
I'm gonna
nothing.
refrain from that
Yeah,
conversation. Besides, like
I'm
some
trying to
photos.
let literally. Yeah, I've only seen like stills. I'm trying to let
Yeah.
that be an absolute treat for myself in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Garrick, you're up, dude. And then
Born.
it'll be me, and then that'll be the last one.
All right, so this is our last one.
Yeah.
Excellent. Then I saved the best for last. Then, all right, because this is probably just my favorite live action suit. Period. Ever. Period. Ever. And it has to be Andrew Garfield's The Amazing Spider-Man
That
suit.
is a great
Ooh.
one.
That
That
is
is a great
my
one.
favorite live action Spider-Man suit. Uh, and the reason it's my favorite suit,
The eyes?
while the lenses are absolutely fucking amazing, it fixed my biggest bitch about every fucking Spider-Man suit design in the comics and live action up until that point. It fixed the is this a shoe or a sock debate because the Amazing Spider-Man suit with Andrew Garfield was the first live-action Spider-Man suit to actually add grip and soul pads onto the bottom of the suit. I know that is fucking silly to be focused on, but that shit bugged me so much because Tobey Maguire's suit is a fucking onesie bottom, bro. It doesn't have a soul.
Hmm.
Yep.
It
Yep.
doesn't have a soul, and they just they even like they simplified it, and Tom Holland's suit just has a black soul on all of his Spider-Man suits. But the Amazing Spider-Man suit actually like they made a point, dude. There was literally a scene where he is first swinging in his suit, where it goes to his feet, and it has a specific grip design that he designed to go with the fucking suit, dude. Like it was the first time they ever did that. I absolutely fucking loved it. I fucking love the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man suit, dude. The Amazing
Hell
Spider-Man
yeah.
suit's fucking so good.
I agree with you there, bro. I agree with you there. It's a clean looking suit.
Although I do like the texture a lot of the Tobey Maguire
Of
suit.
Tobey Maguire
Yeah.
suit, yeah,
If
with
we
the
can mesh
three
them
with the
together,
3D
dude,
webs,
you know,
The
his
black
black
one.
suit.
Yeah.
yeah. Since it's been my last one, I wanted to point out that you guys might not have on your list. I think the last year's Blue Beetle really fucking clean,
Great
really fucking
adaptation.
clean.
Almost a 1-to-1.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's
really
it
good.
looks incredible, dude, and that's it's a suit, dude. It's a fucking suit. Like that guy.
But yeah, he
Suit-
wore a suit.
he
It was
wore
suit.
a
It was a
suit.
suit with CGI enhancement. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He wore that bad boy. I
he
need to watch
wore-
that movie again. Actually, it was better than it
Then it got, dude. I thought it should have deserved a little bit higher.
It's a solid 7. It's a solid 7.
I think I gave it like a 7.5, which I stand
it's
on.
7.5.
Like,
You know,
yeah.
I give it an 8. I think 8.5.
it's
but-
definitely one of DC's better fucking showings.
Oh,
Yeah.
for in the context of like what they've given us in the past few years, yeah, for sure.
Well, honestly, I
That's
feel
a
like
sleeper
DC
suit, though,
kind
man.
of excels with their suits. Personally, I feel like the Aquaman suit was really good and textured well.
I
with like
actually
the
loved
scales.
Aquaman's suit.
And although the movie's kind of subpar, the first one, the second one's really meh. But I thought Henry Cavill's Superman suit was actually really good too. I said, and the Wonder Woman,
Yeah, I
OG
like it.
Wonder Woman,
OG,
too.
yeah, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is a very, very clean suit. It's
Yeah.
a very I fucking love her suit design just because it's a very honest interpretation of the suit.
But that's about as much as I can say about those. DJ, I know this was the end, but as I want to put out a really good honorable mention because we're going on comic book
Yeah,
costumes here.
go for it, dude.
And this is an upcoming film. The fact that we're getting the yellow Wolverine suit with
Mm,
a accurate Deadpool suit where it actually has the Deadpool face on the buckle and everything
yeah.
too. I cannot wait for that movie. And
I
Garrick,
just
I
want him
know
to wear the
you've seen
cowl,
that.
dude. If you wear, if
I
Wolverine-
have seen the suit. I have seen the suit. I'm of the believer, and I'm of the camp that that never needed to happen. And I firmly believe that Wolverine's original costume looks like dog shit, and I never needed to see it in live action. That's the camp I sit in. I saw it. I saw the clips, and I was just like, I think my exact words were like, yeah, that's about as good as you can do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I honestly though, I'm excited for it.
It'll be
I've
fun.
seen-
It'll be a fun adaptation
you,
of the suit.
you know me, I dive into the what ifs and stuff from insiders and stuff like that. And I've seen a couple things already. I haven't spoiled myself on any plot stuff really, but I've seen some like images and stuff, and I'm just like, I think it's gonna be hype. I think it's gonna be very hype.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
20 days.
What's your last live action comic book costume? Sir Dev.
Me?
Yeah.
I think my last live action comic book costume is definitely gonna have to go to that this I thought this costume was fucking wonderful. This isn't my favorite one out of any means. I thought this costume was done so well, but the character depiction and the story for the character honestly is probably one of my least favorite ways of doing this character. But Mysterio
Oh.
in
Oh yeah,
Far From
the
Home.
character himself not great. His suit and his design, chef's fucking kiss.
Yep,
Mhm.
it was exactly where it needed to be. I just don't like the way that they did Mysterio in MCU. I thought they could have done that so much better, especially when you have Doctor Strange in the MCU too. Like, why isn't Mysterio a magic user? You
Yeah,
know?
he could have been like
Yeah, it could've-
legitimate.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
rogue sorcerer or some
Especially-
shit, dude. I don't know, dude.
Especially when Doctor Strange has crossover with Spider-Man so much too. Like there's no reason that yeah, you can pull the Tony Stark like being sad stuff, but there was no reason they didn't have to like incorporate any sense of magic because Mysterio is a magic user that Spider-Man fights a lot in the comics and in the animated show.
Yeah.
you know. But the suit was fantastic. It looked great. I loved how it like lights up too. You know,
Mhm.
like
I
yeah.
You know what? I want, like, speaking of all these suits, dude, like, what suit would you guys want to be in? Like, in terms of comfortability and like getting it on and off. Like, if
Oh,
it was a
dude,
tangible suit, like, what would you
I
want as your suit,
definitely
like, in your
I
closet?
definitely would choose like if I would definitely be choosing like one of the suits that's like part of my individual like I would be choosing like while so I'd be choosing like a Blue Beetle suit or like an Iron Man like
Yeah,
nanite
Iron
suit
Man Nano
or
right here.
or even like a Moon Knight-esque suit. Like I don't want to have to like actually try to put it on at all.
Mm,
Like I
Yeah,
want to be like I literally want to fucking T-pose and that shit appears. Like
yeah.
that's what needs to happen.
yeah, yeah. Iron Man Nano suit straight up because you know Tony Stark isn't gonna make that shit comfortable as fuck, and also he can take hits from Thanos in that thing. So
Yeah. I mean, you walk around, dude. You walk around the street like just fuck. Like, oh, you want to fight,
yeah,
buddy?
just
Yeah,
Like,
dude, literally, yeah, like
yeah.
literally, exactly, dude. It's just like insta go. Like,
yeah,
so, like, yeah, like some sort of integrated suit where, like, it would definitely be like my go-to. So I'd be choosing
Oh,
like an
dude,
Iron Man suit,
I'd walk
Blue
around with
Beetle suit.
the T'Challa's the necklace suit. That
yeah,
one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I do that one. I do
yeah,
dude.
that one, dude.
I'd even go for like a magical suit that was like more like Moon Knight's, or
Mhm.
honestly, like some shit like Spawn's suit would be super
or
fucking
Oh,
cool
Doctor
too.
Strange.
Spawn.
How about Doctor Strange, where you could literally give yourself any suit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just give yourself a suit.
Yeah.
You've got
Yeah,
magical kit. You've got like D&D ass magic items for your fucking like suit.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Because it's like in Multiverse of Madness, he goes from wearing like a tux to like he like
Like a
literally
battle. Yeah,
snaps
he's got
his
like in like
he
battle
snaps his
suits up.
fingers. Yeah,
yeah, dude,
yeah,
he's just fucking there, man.
yeah. Also, great suit too, by the way.
Great suit, yeah.
The yeah,
Also,
Doctor
yeah,
Strange.
his is like another just very honest interpretation. Will like I like, dude. I'm actually just kind of a fan of like minimalist suits in general if they're done right. If they're
Mm,
done right, like because like Doctor Strange, great minimalist suit. Hawkeye, great minimalist suit. Fucking Scarlet Witch, dog shit minimalist suit. Like I
Yeah.
hate
yeah,
her fucking modern suit.
yeah,
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like
They
I
fixed
liked
it
when
in
they gave her the
Multiverse of
classic.
Madness.
I like when they gave her the classic one though too in WandaVision. And it's
Yeah,
like
I liked
yeah,
her. I liked her Multiverse of Badness suit, but that's because it was
yeah,
the most comic book accurate
yeah,
Mhm.
with the crown and
with
everything.
the crown. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we hope you've been suited up throughout this, because this has been 20,000 Films Under the Sea, your choice for all the nerdy pop media news, reviews, and discussions you want each and every week. If you like what you heard, you can head on over to our Discord channel, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on a podcast and video service near you. Yes, you, right there.
You.
You. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest entertainment, that's cool with us. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. Good Kraken Show. Fucking fake man. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, hitting subscribe, or by leaving a review on our podcast channel by searching 20,000 Films Under the Sea, and we'll be there waiting for you. But until next
You.
time, where's my super suit?
where's
Where
my
is
super
my
suit?
super suit?